Hey, it's Asher. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Small Rebellions podcast. And today we are going to be looking at a very fun blog post called The First Day of College. And let me just share my screen with you because it's kind of nuts. You see that? So, ooh, that's the whatever paradigm shift there. So let me just read it off. My family and I make the drive to Loyola Marymount University Park and begin unloading. The biggest thing of which was the fridge, designed to look like an electric guitar amp. I brought I brought some photos, some posters. I have a lot of school supplies. It almost makes me look the nerd I am deep down inside. I brought my own coffee cups. I brought some clothes, but most importantly, I brought a sense of openness to whatever the day could hold. I met my roommate Adam. He's a cool dude. I feel blessed to have him as my roommate. We have a floor meeting, which resembled something out of the Lord of the Flies. And then we all went and partied the night away, and many still are as I'm writing this post. No, I'm no party pooper. I tore up the dance floor, and it's not just me who would call it that. I took a small dare for raffle tickets. Just dancing, don't worry. I made a ton of new friends, and I am super stoked for where I am in my life right now. Tonight felt a lot like a Terrence Malick film. To me, it was euphoric and profoundly spiritual. I was trying to soak up every second and every feeling of everyone that is undergoing the same life event as I am. Many memories are still to come in college, but one thing's for certain. I'm thankful for the first memories I've had at Loyola Marymount. I feel this is where God has me, and I'm seeing why He has me here, and I hope to lean into the reasons and purposes as I continue. Prayers are appreciated in my direction and are much needed in my parents' direction as I experience true silence for the first time in 18 years. College is the time for exploration and finding who one really is, and the adventure has gotten off to a great start. Funny thing is I didn't stay at Loyola Marymount, and I even remember on that first day, I was packing in my room and I just said, Lord, if I'm supposed to be here, USC, or somewhere else, let me know. And USC is because that was my dream school for a very, very long time. And I just remember, Lord, what if, I'm not supposed to be here or at USC? There's a third option. And so I prayed that, and a year later, I was in Nashville for the first time, which was 7 years ago now, which is crazy. How do I necessarily put this? My biggest dream growing up was to be a filmmaker. And to anyone who is listening to this and knows any part of my story, you'll know I made a good run at that. And then I got to LA and it just wasn't a great fit. And I started looking for somewhere else. And lots of crazy stuff happened in LA, as you might imagine. The long story short of it is, I was at LMU. I had some great professors. I'll occasionally still talk to a couple of them on LinkedIn and stuff like that. It just wasn't the right fit for me. The city wasn't. I mean, everyone would go out for Thirsty Thursday, whether you were 21 or not. I would partake by watching Cheers. So I've got like 2 or 3 seasons of Cheers under my belt from Thirsty Thursday. While it was a very academically rigorous environment, the Lord brought me to Nashville because it was just a better fit for me socially. And the opportunities here were great. And if it weren't for that, I don't think I would have done what I did, which is, good grain creative. I wouldn't have had the marketing internship. I wouldn't have, been in the belt buckle of the Bible Belt. I wouldn't have church hopped as much as I did, started thinking about how churches talk and communicate. So, yeah, there were a lot of things that happened, but that first day at LMU, uh, I had no idea that that would be my only first day at LMU. Anyway, that's that. On to the next one.